welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a professional dancer and a professional makeup artist. In this video, I'm going to show you makeup application when you know you are going to be sweaty. I'm also going to throw in a couple tips what to do when you're super sweaty. Keep watching if you are ready to learn how to sweat-proof your face. So starting out, a really important step to not skip is to use an eyeshadow primer. And I just take some of that on the applicator and I do some swipes all the way from where my eyelashes grow up to my eyebrow. And then I take my ring finger and tap this in. I'm going to take my translucent powder and tap this over my eyelid so that this is locked. I am going to use the Carly Bible palette. If you don't have this palette and you don't want to go out and get this palette, everything I do with colors is just a suggestion, but the techniques is what's the most important. If you have similar colors, then go ahead and use those. It's gonna work out just fine. To start, I'm going to take the lightest shade here and a small flat eyeshadow brush and put this right underneath my eyebrow. I am going to use the middle color in the top row. This is really great for light to medium skin tones. I will do another dance video for deeper skin tones. Buffing this on in circular motions and windshield wiper motions. Your transition shade should be only maybe 2 or 3 shades darker than your skin tone so that it's a nice gradual fade. On a blending brush, I'm going to mix the darker 2 colors in the top row and I'm going to put this right in my crease. This is going to help give the eyes definition. The darker the color, the lower you want to keep it. After I have this dark color on, I'm going to take my first blending brush that I used with no additional product on it and just buff this in. Taking that darkest color, I'm going to put this on the outer quarter of my eyelid. If you don't have a color like this, you can just use a medium and a deep color brown. And then again blending with my other blending brush. Now for my lid color, I'm going to go in with this copper color right here. The trick with using darker colors is if you keep majority of your eyelid bright and or shimmery, it's gonna keep it nice and open looking. And as always, the other blending brush and buffing out these edges. Next, I'm going to move on to eyeliner. You just want to make sure that it's waterproof. If it's not, the eyeliner will transfer. I am using the NYC liquid eyeliner. I like to take the eyeliner out and wipe off the edges on the side of the bottle so I get a nice sharp point. And I look down into my mirror, so I tilt my chin up and look down with my eyes. So if you look down and your chin is down, it's gonna defeat the purpose. So chin up and eyes down. I rest my pinky finger on my cheek and I line my eyelid right at the roots, dragging the brush sideways like this, not with the tip like you would hold a pen or pencil. Always pull it sideways. So this is definitely enough. If you are not comfortable with a wing liner, leave your eyeliner like this. I'm gonna show you how I do my wing, but the wing is totally optional. So again, I pull my brush out and I wipe the sides and I put my pinky again on my cheek to stabilize. And then I'm just going to extend this up and once I have this line, I put my eyeliner at the tip and draw a downward diagonal line connecting this to the original line I made at my lashes. So you'll have something that looks like this, and then all you have to do is fill in that triangle. Once I have done my eyes this far, I like to move on to my base. I want to find a foundation that's either waterproof or one that you know is not going to move. My secret trick is to use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer as my foundation. This product is meant to not crease. It also dries and stays stuck to my skin. This stuff is also really great to layer with. I'm going to take my beauty blender and squirt 2 pumps and then put this all over my face evenly. So I'll do a couple dots on my cheeks, a little on my chin, and blend this out. This stuff dries pretty quickly, so if you apply it to your entire face, it's not gonna blend so easily. So I'm doing basically the lower half of my face and packing this in to my skin. You basically want to use enough product so that you have no redness or discoloration peeking through. So go ahead and apply a layer and then let it dry and see where you need more, because one layer of this is really going to cover nicely. So now that I have put this where I normally apply my foundation, I'm going to put a little bit more on the pointy end of my beauty blender, and I'm just going to put this where I normally wear concealer. So this is the next layer, just to cover any dark circles. So you want your face completely bright and neutralized. I'm going to bring this around my nose because I have some redness there. Most women do. And whatever's left on the sponge, I'm just patting over some blemishes or any redness. And then taking my time, pressing this in and blending it out. So now that we have a base on, I'm going to take a translucent powder and I'm going to set everywhere. I don't really recommend using a powder foundation for this because that's going to make your face look cakey. If you're putting liquid foundation and then powder foundation, it's 2 layers of foundation, and that is too dangerous to slip and slide around when you are sweaty. A translucent powder like this is made to lock in your foundation. A powder foundation is not really made to set foundation. It's just made to be foundation itself. So doing this is really gonna lock everything in. Put extra powder where you're gonna be sweating the most, which is your T-zone, your nose, and your forehead. With a fluffy brush, I am going to buff this excess powder out and powder the rest of my face. Now that it's locked in, I'm going to apply my blush. I am using a powder blush, and powder goes on top of powder. So now that my foundation is locked in with powder, a powder blush will apply nicely on top of it. If you feel like you apply blush or bronzer and it disappears on you, you're probably not setting your foundation. So it's basically like you are putting baby powder on top of wet cement. It's just gonna sink in. I wouldn't recommend contouring your face for a dance audition. You wanna look like you, and you don't wanna have any distractions. So crazy brown lines on your face are definitely a no. Next, for eyebrows, I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. They have NYX at like CVS, Ulta, Target. They're really affordable and really accessible. I am just going to fill in the sparse areas. I'm not going to create like a whole new eyebrow shape. Just think, the more product that you apply, the more product is able to move around and get all crazy when you get sweaty. And then I'm going to brush it out just to blend it And then to set it, I am using a NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, but you could also use a clear brow gel or even a clear mascara. Basically, it's just gonna lock them in place and create a waterproof barrier. Most eyebrow products are waterproof, but you just want to double check that what you're using is waterproof because it will save you. Next, I am applying 1 coat of waterproof mascara. I will be applying false lashes. A good way to save your lashes and make them go a long way and make them worth their money. If you apply a layer of mascara before you put them on, you will get more uses out of your false lashes because your lashes will be black and blended in with the false ones, and you won't have to put mascara directly onto your false lashes, and that will make them have a much longer life. I am using Ardell Demi Whispies. These are not super long and also not super thick. Sometimes when you have a very dramatic eyelash, it's going to block all of the work that you did on your eyeshadow, and also from far away, it's gonna just make your eyes look like black holes. Lashes like these are wispy and there's space between the hairs. They will open up your eyes and give you an extra sultry look, but it's not going to close you off. And also, like when you're sweating and your hair is moving around, you are not gonna want your hair to get stuck. I take my lash and I press down the center and then press down the outside and then the inside. So a trick for false lashes and being sweaty is to trim them so that the inner corner does not go all the way into your tear duct, and your eyelash won't be popping up when your sweat drips down your face. Now for the lower lash line, I'm using eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is powder and it's going to stick to the powder that I set my concealer with. On a flat brush, I am taking those dark colors that I used up here and buffing this into my lash line. A lot of times what happens with a regular pencil eyeliner is that it moves around. This will be less harsh of a line, but it's also much more transfer proof than a pencil eyeliner. And then I will apply a coat of waterproof mascara to the lower lash line. To set everything in and lock it in place, I am using Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So I'm going to shake it a little bit, and then I'm going to spray this in an X and in a T. This is just another layer of insurance. Last but not least, I am applying a lip. Try to stay away from a lip gloss or a shiny satin finish lipstick. Your hair will get caught in it. It won't be cute, and then you're gonna have slimy hair and hair stuck to your face. A nude lip is best for a soft smoky eye. The best thing to use is either a lip pencil on its own, line and fill in your lips. This also stays on for a really long time. Or a liquid lipstick, because this is going to go on liquid and dry matte and not move, and your hair will never stick to it. So I'm going to first line my lips and then fill it in with a nude liquid lipstick. So here's the finished look, and here are a couple of my last minute sweaty makeup tips. There is no way that you won't sweat. There's no way that your makeup will prevent sweating. The best thing you can do is lock everything in and then bring something with you to blot. On any music video, commercial, dance set, for any job, TV show that I have done, the makeup artists are ready off camera with a very soft paper towel to blot the sweat away. So if you have used waterproof makeup and you have locked it in, it won't be affected by the sweat, and then you can simply either bring your own towel or paper towel and blot. What you want to do to get the sweat off of your face is have your towel and press and lift on your face around the perimeter and then a little bit on the inside. If you have applied your makeup the way that I've explained it in this video, blotting it softly and carefully won't move your makeup. Part of the problem is that your face will get a bit sweaty, but your hair is likely to get the most sweaty. So your sweat will drip from your hair onto your face, and there's no way to prevent a sweaty head. So lock your makeup on, powder it, use a drying waterproof formula for your foundation, lots of setting powder, and a setting spray. This will save you as much as possible. Coming soon, I will also be doing dance audition makeup on other skin tones than mine, and I will also be doing theater dance audition makeup. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.